Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. Welcome if you're new. It is a, I don't even know what I'm saying. Let's start over. Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. Welcome if you're new. Today we are going to use our Paul Rubens set of 48. I have the extra set of whites as well. Came with the kit. Oil pastels. These are quite lovely pastels. And I really wanted to play with them today, so I have out all the stuff. I'm going to attempt to do fake fingernails. I can't pick it up. This reference photo, which I think is beautiful, and I'm gonna kind of use this colors palette. We'll see how it goes. I'm not sticking rigidly to that, but I definitely wanted to use that reference photo. I sketched it out in graphite on this paper, which is blue. Hold on, I'm going to grab the pad. Just rip tape off the desk. Which is this Strathmore Mixed Media blue toned paper. It's not like really blue, it's more of a gray blue to me with a tint of green to it, but we're gonna go ahead and use it anyways. I mean, I bought 2 pads of the paper, so I feel like I should use it, right? It comes in a pad of 15 sheets. I got it at Michael's craft store for like, I don't know, $10 bucks, something like that. It's pretty expensive. It was a buy one get one half off deal, so I mean, you can't really lose there. Now for my Paul Rubens pastel pieces, I've done this one. These were my 2 practice pieces that I started with, which I think turned out pretty well. I enjoy them, and then I did these are not a video, I don't believe, but this guy is. This is in the Pastels playlist. I believe if you look up Hummingbird and Paul Rubens oil pastels, you can watch this video and sketch along with me if you want to. This is on just regular the Paul Rubens oil pastel paper that came with the kit. So that's where we're starting from. Now, this thing. I've attempted this once before and it didn't turn out all that great. I don't think I'm going to need the extra whites. So I'm going to I have a couple blending stumps out just in case I need them. I think I'm going to start light. I think I'm going to start with the Misty Fog, like in the back here, there's a misty kind of pink fog going on. Right out there. And I want to kind of use the green of the paper as a base layer. I'm going to go ahead and put in the Misty Fog situation first, because it's back behind. It's kind of back behind all of this right here, and I'm purposely not going to work all the way to the edges on the round. I don't have a way to tape this in a circular fashion, so I'm just going to attempt to work to about the edge on these. So that's the goal there. But I feel like putting in just a soft misty edge first. A soft pink kind of like that. And all of this back here is green and white and pink. Back behind all of these trees that I have penciled in so I know where they are. I did a fairly detailed sketch. because I didn't start with a detailed sketch on the last one. I just started with a baseline, and I feel like that kind of didn't play in my favor. Right? There, like that. And it's a little misty between these guys up here. There's a bit of road noise out there. Sorry if that's distracting for anyone. There. Okay, that's where our misty bits are. So I like that. I'm gonna set that down, and I'm gonna try to use, let's see, burgundy. Do I have a burgundy in this? This is magenta. I mean, I really need to grab a tissue because these are very oily. That is some sort of, I can't read that, something, excuse me, something brown. Let's put a little bit of it down here. Yeah, that might work. Just a little hint there. Kind of soften that out. Yeah. I want this little piece right here to be very green pink color. Kind of smudgy and misty looking, like just very smudgy. So that's what we're going to do there. Like that. Way back there in the distance. Alright, and then we'll go ahead and maybe we'll block in a little more mist right through here. Put in a touch more white so that when I blend, it blends nicely. And I'm just gently pulling and sliding it on the surface of the page, not looking to fill in the tooth of the paper. Just first layer, you don't want to get too much stuff down. And this paper is pretty smooth. I don't know how many layers it's gonna take. So let's get a green. This is a kind of foresty green. I think this one, which is an olive green. Let's see. We can come in here and get some of our misty white green back here going on. Get some variation going on back there. Back. Not the whole thing, because it does get really light up here, so I might go in a little heavier with the white up top. We'll see. Kind of let's do a little, maybe a little more white on this edge, and then there, and then right up here, just a little heavier application so that we can blend it softly. Got a chunk right there. We're just going to push it into the page and kind of soften this green into that white to give it that misty look. Kind of like that. All the way down. And maybe a little more over the top, like that. Tapping the page and tap and pull just enough to smudge it out a bit, but leave it looking like leaves a little bit, right? Right on up to the edge of that tree right there. Just kind of get that blended. So I'm going to put some brighter, bolder color over there. Eventually. This is just our background color, right? To fill in that behind those trees. Let's do maybe a touch more white, bit green right through there. Just the occasional tap of the pink. Kind of muddy that about like that. And then up here we want a little more, just a little more bright here and there, peeking through. We can come in over the top later and if it will take it and add some more white bright spots if we need to. So I think I'll leave that alone for now. Okay, let's get our little bit of green in here as well. Just kind of skimming the surface of the page. Trying not to touch where my trees are going to be too much. A little bit of that. And just gentle smudging like that. Let that paper peek through. I think that's effective, right? Letting the paper peek through a little bit. Now over here is pretty dark, but I don't want to go dark. I want to go kind of this color first, that taupe looking color. Maybe not exactly that color because I kind of don't have that in the mix. Taupe? Oh, it looks like taupe, right? Good guess. Kinda works. What color are you? Burnt umber? I'll just do it gently. And a little kind of soft glow back here. Some right there, between those trees, and a little bit of a glow into the roadway right there. And a little over the top there. Kind of that feeling of tree there. Okay. I'm not going to blend all of this. I'm going to let things happen because I'm going to put a lot more colors on top through here. And it'll blend together as it needs to, I'm pretty sure. Okay, this is the base of where my trees are, is right through here. So there's a little bit of golden brown through there. Let's see. I think maybe we will do a little bit of smudging. Not a whole lot, just a bit. Go out about there. Okay. just to get a, I don't want to lose all my lines and lose track of what I'm doing. Oh yeah, that's nice. Okay, that's lending a little bit of soft glow, which is what I was looking for. So that's nice. See that in the reference photo in the background there, there's that soft pale brown glow and then a deeper brown on top of that and more russets on top of that. That's what I'm looking to achieve here. So just a little like that is probably perfect. There we go. Alright. Okay, now that I have, I'm going to turn the paper this way a little bit so that I can get my line right on the road. I guess it's not really hindering that. Okay. So this is our little pathway in the woods. It's leaf covered. It's dirt. It's leaf covered. Kind of worked right to the edge of the page there, but that's alright. Didn't mean to do that. A little sketch of that in. Okay. There's our road. Alright. Now I feel like a little bit of, well, let's put in our trees. I'm looking for kind of a soft, this doesn't have a wrapper on it anymore, but it's kind of a soft brown to give that distant, misty, like it's pushed back into the mist a bit feeling there. Like that for that guy. And then these guys as well. All those branches back there. Super light hand, just skimming the surface of the paper and the previous colors put down. A little more pressure on this one. That. Kind of mist those out a bit and push them back. Soften them. How's that? Yeah, that's effective. Okay. Let's get these guys in. All these little dudes back here. Like that. That's just a suggestion of tree back there. Then we have branches, all kinds of branches back here, coming and going in the mist. Like that. Effective, I dig it, okay. Kind of super light touch to get thin, kind of scraping into the white a little bit. Yeah, I dig that. Alright, let's go ahead and keep going, keep dropping in all my in and out trees, branches. kind of a lot going on this side of the roadway. It's very heavily brush. There's a lot of brush line over here. There's a bit of open grass here, and you can see over into like where it goes off into more brush, but it's super foggy. So keep it light. Keep it light. I think my mistake with my first attempt was I worked way too heavy with my pastels too quickly. Trying to do too much all at once. Let's block in this guy with this color, but he's a more foreground tree. So we're going to put other color on him. So I'm going to leave him like that. Yeah, he's getting left like that. And then I have another tree coming out back behind right there that needs to be pushed back. Okay. And this tree right here is more of a foreground tree as well. There. And then this guy comes in off the page. He's right there. All you see is trunk. We'll just skim that in like that. Okay. Now these are foreground trees as well, so I'm going to leave them pretty rough because I'm going to put other color on them. That guy and this guy. Yeah. And then over here we have a lot of, let's get a sharper, super light touch, barely holding the stick, barely touching the page. Lots of crisscross action going on over here. Lots of sticks and brush and kind of sweeping out behind that tree. And there's another tree back there that's kind of pushed in. You can tell it's there, but only if you're looking for it. So we just make it foggy like that. Okay. Now, I'll put a little bit of this in the roadway, here and there, for cohesiveness. It just helps with the visual cohesiveness of the piece. Let's see, there's a little shadow going across the road there into that brush line. This gets a little misty and shadowy and can't quite tell what's going on in that brush at the lower bottom, so we'll do that and leave it alone. I think I'd like to do that through a good portion of this over here as well. Kind of up into that pink a little bit. Pulls that together a little, I think. Pushes it back. I don't want it too far back, but I do want it to look distant and misty right there. Okay. Different bits of tree going across the foggy areas back there. Coming in off that brush line. So we'll do that. A little bit of there. A little bit going on there. I'm putting in a bit of foliage with little wiggle marks right over the top of the trees I put in already. Like that. dig it. Okay. Come right out here. And leave a little glow right there. Let's see. Maybe a little bit here. Just soften that. Okay. Don't get too carried away. Well, I do. I really do. There we go. Alright, let's put that guy down. Wait a minute. I'm going to do a little bit of this in the grassy area as well, like that. Yeah. Now, let's see. I want to put in just a little bit of roadway filler through here. Okay. Okay. I'm saying okay a lot. Just registered that. I'm going to put a little bit of this light color on the edge of this tree. I might come in and put a little highlight on that in a little bit too. And then this tree, right here, this one, I want to be a foreground tree. So we're going to do that gently, like that. Do our branch, like that. A couple of branches coming up like that, here and there. And then yeah, I think that's pretty. Okay. Ooh. Anybody else feel stress? I feel a little stress. I want to put just a skim of this color on this tree, just a touch. And then this one as well, and this one. And then we could do, now the oranges in this are intense. What are you? This one's super greasy. See, some of these pastels are like super greasy. You can see the shine, which is why I should have a tissue just to wipe off the outside of the wrapper so that it doesn't fall out of my hand while I'm using it. And this one is Tuscany, I think that says. It's so small I can hardly read it. Let's see. Oh yeah. A little bit more bright orange red like that. I can kind of tap that in. Do a little mist right there. Okay. And then I think I'm going to put some of it on this tree. Just pull it down. Yeah, like that. Okay. I kind of like that. Let's put a little more of that right there. Blend that out. there. I'm going to zoom in just a bit so you guys can better see what I'm doing. Make sure I'm in focus, okay. Leaves everywhere. Falling leaves, red leaves on trees. I've got here's where things are gonna get carried away. Just gonna tap in. Leaves going this way, going that way, coming down off these branches that are up here, kind of gently just misting in those. That's where I got carried away last time. I tried to fill it in and make it look realistic when I don't need to. I can just tap it on like that. And it reads as forest, right? It looks awesome. I would like a little bit of light. This one was also super greasy. There we go. This one is, I cannot read that. It's this color. I honestly can't read it. Going with some little bit of light here and there. Is that reading light enough? I think so. That. I'm going to just speckle it in up here, like that. Okay, now I need to go in. I feel like I should get some of this dark stuff back here, a little more green, like that. Yeah, that's pretty, okay. It's browns in here, but I want some greens in here as well. Balance. Just for balance, right? Heavy brush is what's going on over here. There's all kinds of stuff happening. Trees are hidden in the brush, back behind. Still reading as trees. I'm not doing too much over the top, but enough, I think. And then let's put some of this green in the grassy areas down here where we need it. Like that. Along the roadway. So there. Just kind of smaller marks back here because don't need giant marks in the distance, right? So just little dashes and bits coming out into the road like that. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. Yeah, I did this completely wrong last time. Live and learn. All right, so let's get our greens back in right there. Yeah, I'm pleased with how this is slowly coming together. any professional pastelists out there are probably like, oh god, what is she doing? Practicing and playing, you guys. Practice makes better. Motto. Practice makes better. If I don't practice, I won't get any better. I'll let the green of the paper peep through on these areas down here. Kind of like how it looks. Creates a little bit of a leafy, you know, those ivies that cover the side of the woods, and they're all kinds of different green. Oh, well, you may not have noticed. Next time you're going for a walk in the woods or a park, if you're not someone who draws or observes in an artist's way, because it is a different kind of looking at things. It's a different way of absorbing the things around you. The way I look at things, I notice right away shape. Lots of shapes. Color. Feeling. Like the feeling that I feel when I look at something. In nature, I notice myself looking, well, especially clouds when I'm driving. Anybody else do this when you're driving down the road? You shouldn't probably be the one driving. But when you're going down the road in a car, preferably as a passenger, you're noticing the way the clouds move and the different colors within the clouds, like all the purples and pinks. Even though, you know, to everybody, it looks like a pink and blue sky, right? It's not strictly pink and blue. It's not strictly, especially clouds and stormy skies. There's all kinds of grays and blues and purples and magentas going on, and I notice myself noticing that more and more often. The more art I do, the more I create, the more I feel like I see with an artist's eye, which I encourage everybody to do, just to observe the color of the bark of the tree, the different greens in the leaf, and the different pinks in the flower. And is it really pink? Is your yellow flower really yellow, or does it have lots of oranges in it? I actually just drew a part of a rose. I'm really digging how this turned out, by the way. Okay, I feel like I'm getting a little carried away with my green. I'm going to put it down for a bit. I wish I had a more earthy green in this mix, something a little more subdued. I think maybe if I put some of this over the top, it'll help olive things up a little bit here and there. Yeah, give it that little bit of roadside dirt depth thing and shadows within. Yeah, maybe. How about, this is kind of a, I mean, it looks like a dark green, right? It's very bright. See, but little bits of it can go a long way, right? And creating just a little interest. It's kind of tall grasses back here. So I'm going to put those marks in. It doesn't have to be tall grasses. It can just be cool mark making in an upward fashion. Like that. Good. Dig it. Well, maybe carry carry it over this way a little bit and back into here. Once again, you don't want to just put it in one area of your piece because there won't be balance. It won't feel right. It probably won't feel right when you start to put it in different areas, but just trust that, like making a mistake. If you make a mistake here with one color and you just put one spot in, and you're like, oh no, I ruined my piece. It's not ruined. Trust me, it's not ruined. You just need to put a few dots of the same color elsewhere and then move on. Don't panic. Let's try, I don't have any grays in here either. I want to do purple, so let's do a little more of an earthy brown color. Do we have an earthy brown? Got a dark brown. This is really dark. What color are you? Once again, I want to say it says umber on there, but I have no idea. I can hardly read the colors on these. Which is a shame because you can't, I think, Paul Rubens, you can get these open stock. I think. Fairly certain. Don't take my word for that. It's not gospel. It's just a belief. She's so funny. I'm going to put in little bits of this tree to make it stand out a bit. Yeah. I'm not going to smudge that out. I like it like that. It is a smooth tree on the reference photo, but I don't want to put a little bit of dark on the back of this tree. Just a little sweeping motion up and in on the back of that tree right there. Like that. Yeah, dig it. Okay, let's do that as well on the back of this guy that's very prevalent in our picture. I'm rolling off the edge of the page back there. I'm going to leave some textures too, because I like trees with texture. Personal preference. There. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Oh, let's see. That guy. Just a couple of these just stand out a bit. Just a bit more. I need this guy to be standing out in the crowd. There we go, that's better. And this guy needs to be a little dark because he's in a bit of shadow. Just on that side. And a little smudge. And go back in again for the textures. Some shadow on this one. Not too much, just a bit. Kind of centrally located. Just a gentle smudge, just a gentle smudge. Like that. There. Take it. Alright, so I'm feeling like the top part can be left alone for a bit. And we need to finish up this grassy area and the path. I need some dark in my path. There needs to be a bit of dark here. Back there. Like that. Going right across into that brush right there. It's a little dark. It's a bit dark through here. And that brush line at the base, right? Every brush line has a bit of darkness at the base, especially if it's densely forested. Plus it helps soften that super bright green I got going in there. A little bit through here, like that. Maybe some back there, like that. bit softened because it's in a soft, foggy distance, like that. Like that, there we go. Okay. Now up here, now let's get back up to our foreground. We've got a little bit of rutted path going this way, right? Yeah. Let's smudge that in a bit. And do it again. Get this side in. Where there's a track or a trail, or, you know, if it's a roadway for whatever, wagons, four-wheel drivers, four-wheelers, those people with four wheels, those people. And a little bit of darkness on that hillside. In here, there's mud underneath our leaves, dirt and twigs and stuff and whatnot. Because we want that to peek through our consecutive layers of greenery. And let's see, I'm going to put some more here, base of that tree, just some right there, right here. Yeah, okay. And let's go in with whatever this one is, up here. Kind of impressionistic kind of thing going on to get that leafy hillside effect that I'm looking for. Oh, sorry. The leaves have fallen strong onto this side. That's where a lot of the trees are, and then this side there's just that patch of green with the occasional leaf dotted on the top, but we're not there yet. We'll get there. We will, I swear. Close. We're close to getting to the finishing touches and really getting this looking the way I want. Pull that over like that. Good. How's it looking? It's looking alright. Lost some of my roadway. That's alright. Not gonna worry too much about it. There, okay. Now let's go back in. With our leafy colors. Get those speckled in. Right behind that tree, right up to the edge of it. And get our heavier color. That's speckled in. Along our roadway. Like that. It's kind of bright. I can tone that down though in a bit. I need a touch of yellow. That's what I'm missing, a little bit of a yellowy color. Okay, need a little more over here. Kind of just smudgy marks, just dots, lots of dots. I would like a yellowy orange color. Let's do, we don't want to go too bright. Is this good? Let's put it in somewhere and find out. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Problem is if we put it down there, we need to put it up here in our leaves as well. So don't forget to do that. Doesn't need to be everywhere. Accent color, right? Little pops. Little pops. Yeah, that's pretty. That's nice over that green too, I like that. Little artistic liberty here as well, kind of pulling away from the reference photo a little bit, which is what you want to do. Like, you want to pull away from the reference photo a little bit, unless you're going for practicing doing more realistic pieces, which then, you know, stick to your reference photo probably. I'm gonna do a little, oh, not dark enough. Little bits of tree, like that. That's better. Okay. Just needed a little more contrast back there between all the leaves and the different trunks of trees, right? Put one back here as well. Yeah, I like that. That offers a little more depth. I dig it. Let's do a little more over here. Like that. Don't get too carried away. Oh yeah, that's much nicer. Yeah, okay. Dig it. Now let's put in, actually let's put in some more green over here before we put in our orange. A bit of green, like muddled, muddy area back here. A bit of green, muddled, muddy area here along the path. I'd like to make sure that was my foot on the footstool. Swear to God. A little bit of muddy, shadowed greenery going up into the brush line up that little hill up there. Do we like that? Yeah, it kind of looks more like a forest floor now. To me. To me. Put in some more right here. Kind of smash it in a bit. Soften out some of those brights. Okay, let's get in here with our orange. And kind of get in some just interesting across the road bright spots. I think I want to get rid of the green paper. Let's do that real quick on the path. For the most part. Okay, let's go back in. That. Textures. Digging those textures. Yep. Digging it. That. Yeah, that's nice. Need that path to be earthy and muddy and mucky looking underneath those leaves. I'm liking the textures as well. Dig it. Alright, now we can go in with our brighter color orange. Because there's so much on here, I'm going to have to really tap in like that, especially on the path. The path is pretty, there's a pretty heavy application of pastel on there. But that bit of bright is nice, right? Hope this isn't too long a video. That'll bum me out. Hopefully you guys don't think it's too long. Now we can go up here and get in some bits of bright in here as well. Like that. Right there. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Maybe we can go a little bits of dark here and there. That just throws it back in shadow a little bit. Good. Yeah, this kind of comes down that hillside right there. Feels a little more like a hillside now, okay. And then, ooh. Yeah, I kind of dig that. Alright, I'm going to stop fussing with that and leave it alone now. Just because I really like how it looks as it is. A little bit more earthy green right there. Temper that bright green a bit. Like that. Good. Good. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Alright. I'm going to come in here and get in some truly deeper greens, more heavy texture. Yeah, that looks right. I dig that. Okay, almost done, you guys. Almost there. Okay, now, I wish I had like a softer olive green, but I don't. But I just don't. So I'm gonna go with this brown kind of color. And kind of tap that in. Does that work? A little. Maybe if we tap that in here and there. A little more heavy over here. Okay. Oh, I almost forgot my greener leaves over there. And then we can sprinkle in some fallen leaves over here. Right? Don't want to forget to do that. They kind of blue crossed, right? Into this from here over to here. Now mind you, this is like my 4th pastel piece that I've done with oils this year. Yeah, this is my 4th oil pastel piece this year. So I don't feel like it's terrible. I do feel like it needs, like I need training, like I need to practice more. But overall, I'm really enjoying how it's turning out. I'm going to go ahead and put in our green leaves over here. Back behind this tree. Put over the top of this one. Just all kinds of stuff going on back here. Okay, maybe some muted ones as well. Okay. Huh. I mean, I don't want to do too much to it. I feel like, what I feel like is if I do too much more to it, it's gonna start looking overworked, and that's not what I'm going for. Spontaneous, bright, leafy, earthy, that's what I'm going for. I would like to I don't know, somehow make this look more. There we go, it's better. More like it fades. The path kind of fades into the brush back there. Right? But there's hope. I want it to feel hopeful. Yeah, there we go. Alright, I'm going to stop. I feel like that's a good place to stop. Anybody else feel like I should do more? I feel like, I really do feel like if I do more, I'm going to ruin it. There. That guy in. This guy kind of disappeared into the brush, and that's not what I wanted him to do. There he is. He stands out in a crowd. Sore thumb situation. And that guy as well. Yeah, I dig that. That's better. I would like a little glow, actually, on the edge of this one. It's better because it's out in the open more, so I feel like it would have more glow on it. I feel like this guy needs a bit of glow on the edge of him. Like that. A little more. Like that. Maybe this guy gets a little glow as well. Alright, who else gets glow? So this guy gets a little bit of glow on him. Like that. Okay. Oh yeah, that's nice. Okay. Alright, now I'm gonna stop. I feel like I could play with this all night. But if I'm gonna stop right there. So here's our reference photo. Focus. And then here's my piece. I feel like it's whimsical and mysterious, and yeah, I'm really digging it. Okay. You guys let me know what you think in the comments below. I would love to hear what you think about this piece. I kind of really dig it. I feel like I want to get some of that Sennelier oil, that varnish stuff that you can get with the Sennelier stuff for oil pastels. I feel like I'm going to get myself a can of that to spray on my oil pieces, my pastel pieces this year. Alright, well, I'm going to stop talking. Here's a little close-up. Let's do that. We love our close-ups, right? Here's our close-up of all the dots and dashes. Yeah, I'm really digging how this turned out. I feel like if I did it again, it would be even better. Yeah, alright. Do you guys want to see my first attempt? I'll show you my first attempt. Oh, that didn't record any of that. Booger. I taped it up here just in case I wanted to come back to it. This is the first attempt at this. It's on the light paper. That might have been one of my drawbacks, was working on a light white paper. And then this is, yeah, this is much nicer on that green paper for a base. Yeah. So this is crazy, the difference in effects. Yeah. Alright, so that's where that's at. If you watched the video through from beginning to end, thank you so much. I really appreciate that you did that. And a comment, a like. If you're new, subscribe. I try to put out a video Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then I have added a Sunday sketch session as well, because I do a daily sketch session over on my Patreon channel, which if you want to join the $5 video tier over there, I'm new, so I don't have a lot of videos up, but growing pretty rapidly. We have a few sketch sessions for you to join in on, and yeah, this is today's pastel piece. I am floored with how nice it looks. Alright, well, thank you so much for being here, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!